Hi y'all, it's Susie. Welcome back to my craft room. Okay, were we ready to get started back on our envelopes again? Okay, I've just pulled out 3 random envelopes, and what we're gonna do with these, and my envelopes are just about all the same length. And so, you're gonna have to decide on your envelopes how you're gonna do them. But the first thing we wanna do is to glue our flaps down because we won't be using our flaps. So this one is already glued down. So I'm just going to go ahead and just to remind you what we're making is we are making this pocket, and I believe this one opens at the top, which is this way. I really need to cut a thumb hole in that one. And when I put the tag in there, it'll have the little thing in there. But anyway, so this one opens at the top. But anyway, what we're going to do is we are going, and this has that pocket, and then it has this pocket. And depending on how you glue it on the pages, whether you'll have another pocket here or a pocket here. So, yes, I took my whiteboard in there to wash it, and I haven't brought it back yet. So I'm dangerously working on my self-healing mat. I do have my book page over here that I can glue on so that I don't make a mess. Okay, so the other one's done. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna trim off the very top of our envelope. Just, decide this end obviously is going to be the top here, and this will be the bottom, same here, and on this one we'll just decide. So this is the top, so I'm just gonna trim a little bit off the top to make it where we can open it. Now what I learned from the last one is I do want a thumb hole in here, so I'm gonna punch a thumb hole in this if I can. I should have done that before I sealed it up. So do as I say, not as I do. Well, that sure didn't cut very well. I should have waited till I had it covered in paper. Okay, I'm batting 1,000 today, so I might have to just go back and trim that with scissors. Anyway, just trim the tops off your envelopes. And then you want to make these however long you want them. And I'm going to go for about 6 inches, I think. Yeah, about 6 inches. And we're going to save these. Remember we saved those other little corner pieces the other day? Well, these are going to be the pieces we use next to make our next pockets with. All right. So we'll make this about 6 inches too. Top and bottom off. I already trimmed the top off of that one. Well, it got trimmed again, didn't it? I guess it needed another little haircut. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing really good. I fell asleep early last night. I don't know why I was so tired, but I was. Oh, I do know why I was tired, and I know why I was confused doing the video last night. It's because I was taking Benadryl for this sinus asthma thing, whatever it is that's going on with me, and it was making me a little bit loopy and a little bit tired. So hopefully today we can get through it without me being such a ditz. All right, now I did not pre-tear my pieces. However, I did kind of, pull out sizes that I thought would work, and I think that I want her in here. So not knowing, I need to trim some off of this side over here. that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that in. The glue stick just died. Never fear. We always have extra supplies, don't we? How far down I want to go with that? Just about right here. Okay. Let's try to slide this in there without getting it stuck everywhere. And what I'm trying to do is put it to the front, and then once I get it like I want it, then I'll put the back up to it. Like that. Okay. And then whatever's hanging out the bottom of the top, I can just trim that right off. Okay. Now, you may want to go ahead and glue the bottom of your envelope. I think I took the little thing out of this. I didn't. Okay. I'm going to take, let's see, what piece do I want? I think I want this one. And this piece is going to be folded over like this. Okay. So go ahead and fold your pieces over, I guess, to whatever. Because this is going to be a pocket, remember? And I don't really want to take it quite to the window, just shy of the window. This doesn't have to be a very deep tuck, so just however big you want to make it. And this is going to be our pretend one, and I think y'all are going to enjoy this today. So, all right. So we're going to open this back up, and I want to take this, and you know, you can cut it perfectly, or you can tear it, or however you want to do it. Of course, you know I'm going to tear mine. Actually, I think I'll cut this edge to make it look nice around the edge. Doesn't have to be perfect because I can always trim it again later. Just kind of a general idea. And then I want to tear down to about here. I'm going to try not to cover up my picture so much today. See how far I need to go over with that. That's about far enough. Make sure I'm not tearing too much. Okay. And I only want to go down far enough of what I want of the window to be. And I can make that any size I want it. And I think I'm going to stop it right there. And I'm going to tear this off. Yep, I think I want that like that. Okay, So now, I need to ink up a little bit. Well, I think the rain has slowed way down. You know, we had the hurricane situation yesterday. I mean, we didn't have a hurricane. We just had the effects that, you know, all the rain and a little bit of wind and stuff. And so, you know, made it through that just fine. It wasn't, you know, like really bad here. It was just aggravating and messed up my internet for a good part of the day. I don't want to use that. I want to just use this glue stick real quick. Now, I think what I'm going to do is, since this is going on that packaging, I think I want to use a little 3-in-1 on that, just to make sure it sticks good, because glue doesn't really like to stick. To that plastic very much, so this 3-in-1 works pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna glue this down. Maybe. I'm trying. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Am I gonna be all thumbs today? I hope not. Okay, there we go. Now, let me wipe that off real quick. I have to tell you a true story. It's funny. I'd done my laundry the other day and threw in a whole bunch of my, you know, my little wipey things here that I use all the time. And had forgotten that I had thrown them in there. So anyway, I washed the clothes, and later that day I put them in the dryer, and I forgot about them. And last night I went to put some more clothes in the dryer, and lo and behold, there were the clothes that I had forgotten that I had washed a couple of days ago. Let's see what I want here. They're about the same, aren't they? Yeah. So let's just tear this down just a little bit. Anyway, so I got the clothes out the dryer, took them in my bedroom to fold them up. And lo and behold, there's all these stinking dryer sheets. All in my clothes. And I'm like, what in the world was I thinking? Why did I use so many dryer sheets? I had forgotten that I'd put all my wipes in there. And so now I'm thinking that I had used a whole pile of dryer sheets. And it finally dawned on me what they all were. And so I had thrown them down in the floor because I was going to throw them away, you know. And because I was getting frustrated because I had so many stinking dryer sheets. I just couldn't imagine. And I even thought, well, how did I get tissues, you know, in there? But then I thought, well, no, tissues would have torn up in the washer and dryer. Talk about being stupid. Man, I really felt stupid. Okay. I think that's going to look just fine, don't y'all? Okay, that looks good, doesn't it? Okay, now we want to glue this and this right here, just along these edges. We want to glue that down. Like that. It's kind of hold that a minute until it dries. So what are y'all working on? Are y'all doing the 3 and 15 or 3 in an hour or whatever this is turning into being with me? Or are y'all working on something else? You know, please let me know what y'all are doing, if y'all are enjoying this. Because I really am. I think this is fun. Okay, so now I want to... Now let me show you what I did on this other one. When I toured, obviously my flap was on this side because the window was closer over here, and I needed to fold this over, and I left that kind of jagged, and I really like that look. So if you like that look, then that's what you may want to do. You know, you may want to, you know, cut this nice on this edge and then leave it jagged here, or you might even want to leave it jagged there. You know, it doesn't really matter. However you want to do it, you know, is good. You know, you can go with the combination of the torn and a combination of the straight edge, or you can do all straight edge or all, you know, torn edges. Whatever you want to do is good. Okay, so I think I'm going to do this in both edges as straight edges. I think that's what I want to do. Or I could just tear it, I guess. Well, I should have, no, yeah, I should have put this down first and then inked it before I glued it. Oh yeah, there we go. That was a good save, huh? Okay, so let's see. That's gonna fit on there. Oh, that's too big. How did I measure that wrong? Well, I sure did. Well, let's take about a 1/4 inch off that. 1/8 inch or something. Let's do something different. I guess that's why you measure twice and cut once, right? Broke the rules. Don't tell anybody, y'all. This is getting to be about aggravating. I'll cut it off after I glue it on. I need to glue to about there. I guess that'll be fine if that wraps around the back. It doesn't matter. Okay. So now I want to ink this edge before I glue that back down. Okay. So these are really, really easy to do, and they go fast, as y'all can see. Well, it's probably not going as fast as I think it is, but it feels like it's going fast. Okay, now I'm going to glue these edges back down. Now I have it extra wet, so let me just take a couple paper clips, stick on here. Hold that down till it dries so I can move on to the next piece. Okay, and that is that. And now I could take and go through all the layers here to make my little thumb hole. So I'm glad it didn't come out just right because I want that kind of in the center. It don't have to really be, but kind of. Now, there we go. Then we'll be able to see that that's an opening right there. Need to trim that off. Okay, how's that look, y'all? Like that? So now we got a pocket here and a pocket up here. So that one's done. So then we'll move on to our next one. And, well, let's do this one next. Okay. I don't know if this was a piece I was just using or what, but okay. Anyway, what I did for this one is this was going to be my my pretend window envelope. Yes. All right. So what I wanted to do, and look, I took a piece of packaging. Let me just kind of show you. I save all kind of packaging. Just, I mean, any kind of plastic stuff, okay? So I just took a little piece of plastic and kind of cut it out into somewhat of a square. And I want this rose right here to be my window. But I folded that over so I would know about where I wanted my window to be. And I probably need to trim a little bit off this edge. Because I'm going to be putting a little strip down through here. So I want the rose to show right there. And I think that'll be perfect. So now I'm going to just stick that in there for a minute and fold that, and that way I know where to trim this piece off. And I don't care if it sticks out at the top. I can trim it off. Can we glue that down? No. Let's glue this down. Okay. So now I want to glue this piece because this is going to be my pretend window right here. I think I want it right there. I need to trim a little bit more of that off. So it'll sit right. Yep, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to glue this down. Let's use this. The only reason I'm really using the glue stick is for speed, because it does take a little bit for the wet glue to dry. Because, you know, I don't like glue stick. I don't care what brand it is. I've tried so many, and over the long haul, I just don't think they are much to write home about. So, all right, now, my little piece of clear plastic, if I can find it. If not, I'll cut another one. It's hard to see it. There it is. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and cut it down just a little bit too. And then I'm just going to glue around the edges of this with my 3-in-1 glue, you know, Fabri-Tac or whatever you got that, you know, will kind of hold the plastic down. And I really just want to go around the edges because it will show nobody. Go get your hedgehog. Go get it. Go get your toy. I did get a little bit in there, but it peels off. Okay, so I want that to be my window. All right, so now I want to take doesn't matter, I guess. Let's take a piece of see, that's going to cover there. So let's tear this down right here, I think. And as far down as we think, because, you know, it's going to be, you know, where we want our window, because we're making a window this time. I don't want to go that far. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Now I want to ink around this real quick. Okay. So now I'm going to, I think I'm going to use the 3-in-1, but because, you know, I've got that piece kind of big right there. And I really just want to get this down, and then I can use regular glue, you know, down here. But I just want to make sure that where it's going on that plastic, that packaging, that it's going to be good and that it'll hold. Okay. And it sets up pretty fast, so. Yeah, that's going to be pretty, isn't it? Okay, so let's stick some regular glue under here. And I got a question. How often do y'all use hot glue? Do you use your hot glue guns very often? And if so, what do you mainly use them for? Do you use them all the time? You know, do you just sometimes use them? Do you, like, never use them? You know, I'd like to know what y'all do with your hot glue guns, or if you even have a hot glue gun. I don't use mine very often. You know, I've got several of them, but I don't use them very often. It's nice to have for when I want it or need it, but, you know, I don't find myself using it very often. Okay, I didn't get glue under that. Okay. All right, so now all I need is a little strip to go right there, and I could absolutely use that. I like it that way, I think. Yeah. So I just want to tear this down some. I'm going to ink this up. Yep, that's what I want to do. I think I'll use some 3-in-1 on that too, since that's going on that plastic. Or part of it's going on plastic anyway. Okay, yeah, I'm going to move that over some, like that. I can trim this edge off. That's going to look really, really pretty, isn't it? Okay. So then now all I need to do is to cover this strip. Let's see what I have. Oh, that'll be nice. All right, let's glue that down. So I'm going to go here to about here. I can trim off what hangs over. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but I spend a lot of time in watching YouTube videos, and we have some amazingly talented people. And now we've got new crafters coming on board, and they, gosh, they are blowing me away. Okay. I just think they are doing awesome. So I'm going to do some shout outs for some of these new channels coming up, or newer channels. And then, of course, y'all know I like to support the channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers. Well, I like to support all the channels, but, you know, I like to really do the shout outs and get everybody up to 1,000 at least. And, you know, it seems like after that, they kind of take off and grow kind of on their own. All right, now we just want to glue this down right here, these two places right here. And we will call this one done, other than maybe making a thumb hole up there. How if I open the bottle? I guess it'll work better. Okay. Grab me a couple more little paper clips to hold that down for a few minutes. And there is our faux window envelope, complete with the plastic. So if you don't have a window envelope, no excuses, you can still make one. All right. Move some of this stuff out of the way. Let's bring this one in. So what did I have in mind for this one? I think, yep, I wanted this to be inside. I think I want to look and make sure that's going to fit right. Look right. Yeah, I think that'll be beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that in. That's kind of wet. I was watching Lori over at Grammy's Keepsakes in Gal Tut Hill the last couple of weeks while they're doing their live for this same challenge. And those two ladies are a hoot. If y'all get a chance to watch, y'all need to go watch that. They are so funny. And but anyway, I don't know, about a month ago, I guess, they did, they did dyed wax paper. And so I'm gonna see, they live, I guess, kind of close to each other. I don't really know how close, but they get together and you know, they go to each other's houses and craft together sometimes. And they said they are funny, and they're, you know, they have a lot of fun together. Oh my Lord, I'm fixing to have a running fit. I should not have left that so wide. Anyway, they did the hand-dyed wax paper. And so, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Joanne from Journaling Adventures only lives less than a mile from me, probably more like half a mile. I mean, she's real close. We could, if we didn't have to take the roads, we could probably walk there quicker than we could drive there. Oh my Lord. Do y'all ever have trouble like this? I hope not, because I am ready to throw this one in the trash. Oh my God. But we will not give up. Will we? No, we won't. Lesson learned. Definitely, before you seal your envelopes, put your pictures in behind your windows. All right? Yeah, this is about getting aggravating. Okay. I got it in there. Whew, thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord, past the ammunition. Goodness gracious. I didn't think I was going to get that one. All right, so anyway, I'm gonna see if, ooh, I like that. Let's see if Joanne would maybe get together with me and do some of that hand-dyed wax paper. I think that would be really, really pretty. Plus, it'd be a lot of fun. And she is a lot of fun anyway. And it would be fun to, uh-oh, did I want to do that? Yeah. Be fun to have somebody else to make a mess with. And I've never dyed the wax paper. I have coffee dyed it, but I haven't, like with colors and stuff, I haven't done that. All right, so that's going to be up here. Okay. So I'm going to cut this, I'm going to tear this about right here. And if we do that, maybe we will figure out a way to be able to film that. I don't know. That's probably something I'm going to want to do in the yard. Because I can be messy. I don't know that I really wanted that big, but it's okay. It's okay. Now let's just want to take a little bit more. I really like that bottom rose down there. And we're going to call that good. All right, I'm going to ink around that. So, what do y'all think about us maybe getting together and doing some wax paper, dyeing some wax paper on camera? Would y'all like to see that? If y'all don't know Joanne, y'all need to go check out her channel. She's new to junk journaling or treasure book making. And she's been making some videos on her books. She doesn't do tutorials yet or anything like that, but she will. Right now she's getting comfortable, you know, with doing it and learning it. And she's doing a fabulous job. So y'all go over and check her out, Joanne at Journaling Adventures. I'll try to remember to leave a link below. But she's a sweet, sweet, sweet lady, and you know, she is just a natural at this junk journaling or treasure book making, as I call it. I don't like to call it junk journaling because even when we use junk, you know, it's still a treasure book to me. Everything is full of treasures. It's full of, you know, of ourselves, what we put into it, what we make it. You know, whether we give it as a gift or keep it for ourselves, it's going to have, you know, precious memories, which are treasures. You know, I mean, that's money can't buy that kind of stuff, you know. And so, you know, to me, they're not really junk journals, they're treasure books. And I put that on wrong. Need to move that over some. There we go. So if y'all would like to see us do that, go over there and goad her and say, you know what, Joanne, you and Susie need to do a ooh, that might be pretty, huh? Yeah, I kind of like that, y'all. I think y'all probably know, well, the ones that have been with me for a while know that Sharon over at Connection of Lives and Interests lives real close to me too. And she's a good friend, and she's doing all this painting stuff. And I was going to try to show her a technique that I had seen Nick the Booksmith do, where she puts all this paint in this cup and she adds, I think, silicone or something to it. Anyway, she dumps this, she puts it on a canvas and dumps it upside down and then lifts that cup up. And I'm like, not inside. So I told Sharon I wanted to show her how to do a technique that I'd seen, but we were gonna have to do it outside. Well, lo and behold, before I got around to showing her, she had already seen it somewhere on YouTube, or at least a similar kind of thing. And she's doing all kind of funky things with paint, and it's turning out really pretty. I mean, you just wouldn't believe it. So okay, you know what? I didn't ink that other one up. But that's okay, because I had it drying. So now I'm going to glue. No, I need to cover this piece. I really like the looks of that blue against that. Not today, I guess. No. Not loving that. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. So let's do that right there. I want to even this up a bit, because that's going to be the inside edge. I guess it really doesn't matter, but it kind of does to me, so that's what I'm going for. All right. Oh, I cut that too narrow. That's okay. That is okay. Okay, got this figured out. We're just going to put another piece on there. Kind of move over a little bit, like that. There you go. Okay. Now, where's that other piece? Ooh, I don't know. What do y'all think? I like it there, or I like it there? I think I like it there. All right, well, let me ink this edge up. And my coffee pot's beeping that it's turning itself off after 2 hours. Then I want to ink this piece up. And I think my coffee I've got sitting here got cold because I forgot about it. I get busy and get talking and I forget that I have it sitting there. And I'm not a cold coffee drinker, that's for sure. Oh yeah, let me trim this edge so I'll make sure I'm putting it on there right. Okay. Yeah, let's glue that. Okay. I'll trim this off and glue those ends down. And we've got these 3 done. And I think they look spectacular. I'll show them all to you in just a minute. Glue this down. I didn't glue the end of this envelope. Sure didn't. So let's just take care of that right now. I see you trying to pop up. We'll get you fixed right now. Y'all just need to stick a little bit. Okay. So now I want to put a little bit of glue on this end. Just to glue that flap down, but I don't want to glue the inside down. Okay. So these are going to be our 3 pieces. And other than just inking around them, which, you know, oh, this needs to be trimmed off. Other than inking around them, these are done, y'all. And maybe putting a thumb hole. Definitely need a thumb hole in it. Let's see. Yeah, there's one. Okay, there's number 2. Let's move all these papers so we can really see what we got here. Remember, save all your little scraps and your little pieces we cut off. Save those because we'll be using those next. And then, let's see. Okay. Like I said, don't make your tags and stuff for these yet. We'll be doing that a few weeks down the road. Right now, we're just getting all of our pockets and stuff made. Okay, that's our 3 pieces for today. How about that? So, how long did that take me? Oh, about 50 minutes to do 3 pieces. So we're down about 10 minutes from yesterday. But I did talk a lot and I explained a lot. So hopefully that accounts for something. But I'm not even close to the 15-minute mark. But I hope y'all had fun and that y'all are crafting along with me. This is lots and lots of fun. You know, this one is the faux envelope that we made. The one that wasn't really a window envelope. And you can't tell it. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see the little shiny piece on there just like these other ones. The only difference will be when you stick the tag in one of these, you'll be able to see the design on the tag, whereas on this one you won't. But, you know, nobody's going to know that you were supposed to be able to see the tag when you slipped it in. But so we've got pockets here and a pocket here, and then depending on how you glue it down to your page, you'll have another pocket. So this is for our part 2. I really, really hope y'all enjoyed that with me. And I will see you back here tomorrow for part 3. And we will be using the pieces that we cut off. So grab a hold of these, and we will do these tomorrow. And of course, your scraps, you know, grab your scraps because we'll be using our scraps. And by now, you know, you should have a pretty good amount of scraps if you're using, you know, new paper. If you were just using scraps to start with, you were doing a whole lot better than me. But, you know, I have something in mind for these, and that's why I did pick the papers that I picked. So anyway, blessings and hugs to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. To all my new subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming. For all my subscribers that have been here, thank you for being here. I'm honored to have each and every one of you. Please, if you're just visiting, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And everybody run over and hit that notification bell, you know, and click on the top one so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And if y'all would, please give me a thumbs up, like, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know, you know, if you're enjoying this, if you're learning anything, if you're having fun, you know, if you're just crafting along with me, just kind of leave me a comment, just a little bit of encouragement. I could certainly use it. Okay, I love you all. Thank you so much. Blessings and hugs. Bye.